Dr. Anthony Harper here, blessed to be with Eliana, and we're at the Psagot Winery?
Psagot means
Psagot
mountain, mountain peaks. We're in the heart of the biblical heartland in Judea and Samaria in the Binyamin Regional Council. Psagot is the most sought after wedding venue and a very unique winery. But what's special about our location is we're overlooking the Michmas Valley mentioned in the Bible in Samuel 1, chapters 13 and 14. Jonathan, the son of King Saul, goes to fight the Philistine enemy, and King Saul is actually right up there on that mountain. It says that Saul was sitting under the pomegranate tree in Migron, looking down at the enemy that's come up from the southern coast. The Philistines were fishermen. They were on the southern coast of Israel, and Jonathan decides to fight alone with just one other man. They go rappelling down the cliff. Michmas, mentioned in the Bible, this Arab village, this Palestinian village right here, is called Muchmas. They preserve the ancient biblical name. They fight the battle, succeed. But what's really fascinating is World War I, the British are fighting the Turks. They're trying to move the Turks out of Israel. Ottoman Empire, World War I. The British commander, the night before the attack, he's camped out somewhere near here, and he says, Michmas, the name rings a bell. Bring me my Bible. At the light of the candle, he opens up his Bible, reads Samuel 1, chapters 13 and 14, about Saul and Jonathan. He sends trackers, and they say this is the exact same valley. He changes his battle tactics. Instead of sending a huge battalion of soldiers, he sends one small platoon, and the Turks start fleeing with great confusion and commotion, just like during the time of King Saul. So the British win the Battle of Michmas in World War I using the battle tactics of Saul and Jonathan. And that's what happened right over here. Now, if you look carefully at this Arab village over here, if you look closely, you'll see there are no windows on the buildings at all. No glass panes, nothing. Because this is a ghost town. What's happening now is that the Palestinian Authority is paying a lot of money to 600 employees to go map out the land. This is Area B, for example, and right over there is Area C. And they are purposely, illegally building huge structures on Area C to take over the Israeli state land, to build close to the Israeli towns or right on the highway. For example, that's Highway 60, known as the Highway of the Patriarchs. And this village they could build over here, they could build over there in Area B, but they've purposely chosen to build on Area C. What the Palestinian Authority is trying to do is to take over Israeli state land illegally, understanding that the international community will go crazy if we tear down an illegal home, and they can just do whatever they want. They have their maps, they have their plan, and they're slowly trying to take over the Israeli state land.
Yeah, that's one of the concerns that I have is about the takeover of land, the steal by the Palestinian Authority of Israel's land. And the big question is, why does Israel allow this to happen?
So it's not that Israel is allowing it to happen, but we have a big problem here with lawlessness. It's like the wild, wild west. And what we're striving and we're working on doing is applying Israeli law, is creating sovereignty. Israel is the sovereign, and in order for everyone to live here in peace, Palestinians and Israelis alike, we have to have law. You cannot build illegally on both sides. No one should be able to build illegally. We want to build legal structures with permits in the right locations. We need the governor who governs here, the Israeli government, to build pipelines and pave the roads. But in order to do that, we have to finalize this whole legalization plan, and we have to apply Israeli law and create sovereignty here in Judea and Samaria.
Very significant. And it's a blessing to be here, to understand history.
It's a blessing to have you. This is the heart of the biblical heartland. Highway 60 is the highway of the patriarchs. Abraham walked up and down this exact same pathway, the same highway that we drive today. Jacob walked back and forth. Bethel is nearby, where Jacob had his dream. And Joseph went looking for his brothers, who later on throw him in the pit. It's all here, all on this highway. This is how I drive to work every morning. I live overlooking Shiloh, the birthplace of prayer. This is the heart of the biblical heartland. We won a war of defense in '67, and we, the state of Israel, have a right to defensible borders. We have a right to protect our people, Ever since October 7th, everything has changed here. And we have to understand that change, and we have to understand that there's an enemy. And if we all agree that Hamas is ISIS, Hamas is right here in my backyard. We have to acknowledge that, understand it, and make a change here.
It's so significant. I thank you for sharing this. Sorry, there's so much more to talk about. Blessed to be here with Eliana here at the Psagot Winery, very special place. Behind us, you see a lot of barrels. So explain, to our audience about the significance of these wine barrels. This is quite a history.
So this is a really special winery, not just because they win gold medals all over the world, and not because today they produce 1 million bottles and 70% is exported. It's about this, the history of the winery. A young couple establishes a small winery in the town of Psagot, and when they need room for their barrels, they dig out a cave. And the archaeologists say, wait a minute, you're digging out a cave, this might be something ancient, we really want you to sift the soil. And when they sift the soil, they find a coin. This is a replica of the coin. They find a coin that says on one side, from the freedom of Zion, and on the other side, the second year of the Great Revolt, year 67, has an amphora, which is a vessel for holding wine, has a grape leaf. And when the archaeologists walk into this empty cave, they look around and they tell the owners of the winery, then a small boutique winery, this was a winery belonging to Jews 2,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And what this winery is doing today is continuing our history. It's our Jewish presence here, and God has blessed this land, and everything we plant flourishes. And you can see by the gold medals being won all over the world, and not only the taste of the wine, the terroir, the hot days, the high elevation, the cold nights, the Terra Rosa soil, and it's all part of our story. We have returned home. We are here to stay, and we would like to build a peaceful future for everyone.
So important that people understand that, and it is quite it's quite an event here to be here and experience all this. So.
And I would like to share something with you, and I hope you can bring it back with you to the White House. But we here in this winery, the Binyamin Regional Council and the winery, produced a special bottle of wine for President Trump. And the day he was elected, we went celebrating and drinking a l'chaim, to life, to the life of President Trump, to the life and success of the United States of America, and to the success of the State of Israel. So thank you very much.
And a lot of thanks to President Trump, that has been blessing to Israel beyond many words, and done more for Israel than any other president that I know of. This is another part of the Psagot Winery. I know there's special pronunciation here, but we have wine bottles behind us. So this is the fruit of all of your labor. We were earlier in the cellar with all the wine barrels. So I know that the representative speaker of the U.S., Mike Johnson, was in the area. Just briefly explain your involvement with him, hosting him in the area here.
So we were very, very happy to take part in hosting such a special and important delegation here in Ariel and in Shiloh, in the heart of the biblical heartland in Judea and Samaria. We really feel the embrace from President Trump, from the new administration, from the United States of America. We feel that pat on the back. You, the Jews of the biblical heartland, we understand why you're here. We believe in what you're doing, and we're here to thank you. We're here to pray with you. We stood in Shiloh, or maybe you pronounce it Shiloh, the birthplace of prayer, the prayer where Hannah prayed first, the first prayer ever. Prayer, as we learn how to pray today, began here in Shiloh, and we all stood there together. The ambassador, the speaker, members of Congress, Governor Sarah Huckabee, we stood there together and we prayed for Israel, we prayed for our hostages, we prayed for our soldiers, and we prayed for the United States of America. And I can share with you that every morning when I wake up and I say my morning prayers, I say a special prayer for President Trump and for the United States of America, to continue to be our ally and to stand strong. And we together America and the State of Israel, we will fight the evil. We will finish this war, and we will build a better future for all, together.
It is so important. Israel needs a lot of help in this age of extreme Jew hatred around the world. True. And I'm looking forward to being back here again with you, spending more time.
Well, thank you,
learning more history.
Dr. Harper, for that voice of fighting the anti-Semitism, fighting the hatred. We strive for peace. We want to build a peaceful region, but we have to make sure that the terrorists are gone, are out of here, and that the people who choose to stay here abide by the rules, the rule of life, the rule of love. We will build a better future for all together.
One day peace. So many people are hoping for peace.
One day. Shalom.